Virtual Racing School was developed to provide support to the next generation of sim racers. No matter if you're a rookie or veteran or what car or track you'll be racing, our goal is to provide training every step of the way. We found that iRacing can be quite difficult without proper training. There needed to be a way to prepare for on-track racing. With VRS, you can literally learn from the best sim racers in the world, including four-time NASCAR iRacing World Champion Ray Alfala.
And Ray Alfala is a four-time champion of the NASCAR VRS iRacing Series.
Three-time iRacing Grand Prix World Champion Martin Kroenke.
Martin Kroenke becomes a three-time world champion.
Rallycross World Champion Mitchell de Jong.
Mitchell de Jong is now champion for the iRacing Rallycross World Championship Series.
And many other top sim racers. Data packs include everything you need to start learning. Our World Championship coaches create the data packs by setting a hot lap or a series of fast laps for you to compare, analyze, and replicate. Data packs also include a tutorial where the coach points out techniques they use to hit the fast lap. This gives you access to the latest driving techniques and setups before you even hit the track. Sign up for a free account and download the VRS telemetry logger. With this application running seamlessly in the background, your laps automatically start syncing to the VRS website. From there, you can analyze and compare two laps of your choice, whether it's your data, the coaches, or your teammates. VRS will automatically target improvement opportunities so you can get up to speed even faster. VRS also makes it easy for you to request and schedule one-on-one or group coaching sessions. These sessions can range from 30 to 90 minutes, and you can select the car, track, and setup combination of your choice. Visit virtualracingschool.com today to sign up and get started.
Howdy everybody, and welcome to the iGPFun-F3 series presented by Virtual Racing School here from the Red Bull Ring. I'm Austin, I'm joined by Marco Bobanera, and you're here live watching Apex Racing TV.
Yes, Austin, we are here live, and yes, it's time to go have some fun, iGPFun style, in the penultimate round of the season live from the beautiful Red Bull Ring. And let me tell you, with only one race left after this until the end of the season, we could, I think, technically have the championship wrapped up tonight, but it's a lot of very tricky calculations, so we will wait. But the advantage that Thiago Martó has over Andy Flint is of exactly 40 points, and so I think the win nets you 43 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 45, so we could very well have Martó as the champion coming out of this round. But again, Andy Flynn needs to not score, and to not score you need to score less than 90% of the laps, so it is possible, but Andy will of course try to look and extend the season. Gavin Petty, very outside chance of the title. Everyone else, Samuel Hermer, Luca Varani, out of the title contention effectively. For the under 2000 championship, Martin Devine is basically either already with the championship in his pocket or very close to it. He has a massive advantage over Elvin Cortecas and Ryan Berry in third place. It's going to be a tough fight for third place with Berry, Dennis, Richard Van Veen, Cota Gonzalez, all very close. So Austin, we've been here for the Academy Series yesterday, we are here for iGPFun tonight. A longer race, the longest race of the weekend. What can we expect from Red Bull Ring?
Well, Red Bull Ring is a track that always brings a lot of excitement and, quote, chaos from our fellow commentator, Tim Cox, as he was talking about it. You know, he said that race, the top split race that he was commentating on, you know, it's nose-to-tail action from start to finish. There's a lot of overtaking opportunities. And, you know, we're going to be seeing a giant fight for the lead of the race, and, you know, pack racing as well, because, you know, you got these long straights. It's 3 straightaways lined up nose to tail with each other. The front straight, that giant side straight between turns 1 and 2, and then the straight heading into turns 3. It's going to be a chess game, and then we're going to be seeing a lot of action in the midfield as well. Some guys who get a good run coming out of turn 3 might try their chance at turn 4, or maybe get a good run and try to sneak it into a risky turn 5 move. Everywhere on this track, it's so fast. In these Formula 3 cars, it is literally flat out for the entire lap. After turn 3, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of action here at Red Bull Ring, and I can't wait to qualifying end so we can get on to the show out here. Marto currently sits on provisional pole with Felipe Dantas in 2nd place and Max Bartolota in 3rd. And, you know, our top 3 separated by 3/10. Luca Ferrani down in 24th. He's not a fan of this track.
Yeah, let's see if he can improve, even though that was to the brink of the off-track coming out of the penultimate corner on the start-finish line. Here comes Luca. Not the best of laps, ready to be silenced by his lap. No, he also goes down because someone else improved right in front of him. So Dantas also another lap, but it's not good enough. He stays in 2nd, and Bartolotta in 3rd place. A lot of drivers already calling it a day, and they're already in the pits. Austin has Tobias Olsson. Nice to have him back for IGP Fun. And he is in 11th place right now in front of Alex Fulliena. Spin from Alex. From Tobias,
that's going to be a big thing throughout the day. You know, turn 1, very fast. It's a tight right-hander, and, you know, everyone just wants to get in and get out. You can run a little bit wide, hit that inside curb. If you run it a little bit tight, and, you know, you can spin around just like that, or run a bit wide, get onto the outside curb and spin around there. We saw that happen in the Apex Racing Academy F3 series yesterday. And we had a 13-car wreck across the line. When the lights went out. I do not believe you're going to be seeing that exact thing happen again. But, you know, I'm pretty sure it's in everyone's mind that is a possibility.
Martin Devine doesn't have a valid lap time right now, so he's certainly looking to get one. It's his 10th lap of the day, so clearly having some issues with the track limits, which are a bit generous around here. But of course, we know race car drivers, Austin, the more you give them limits, the more they will try to exploit them, as it is rightfully is. So
100%. Yeah. He's using all the track, and he's using everything to his advantage, sometimes a little bit more. But I believe Martin Devine's coming across the line, and I believe this one was valid. Yes, for 47th. So he was using... That was a bank. That was a bank. He wanted to set a qualifying time and not end up at the end of the grid. He's still going to end up at the end of the grid with that banker lap time. But, you know, it might show that, you know, the line that he's taking is... I think the section that he's probably struggling with is turn 1. Because it's so easy to go wide there. You know, you hit that curb on the outside, and that will give you an off track right there. And, you know, then it's just another lap of just like, I got to go through this again. Everyone has that one corner here that they struggle with.
Final few lap times then. Victor Vargas doesn't improve. Here comes Roberto, then Alex in his number 116 Team Shazoo car. Here we go. Nice to have Felipe Dantas back. Him and his brother were such regulars, especially of the Academy season, but also here in the past. So, Felipe Dantas, there is. Looking to be a nuisance today, a wild card, I should say, between the usual suspects, Marteau, Bartolotta, Lamy, Petty. Great qualifying from Leonard Cherry. He's in 6th place. Giacchino, Varris, Ermer, and Roberto Fay, your top 10. But before we go there, let's wait for the session to switch over. Then we will go through the starting grid here for the penultimate round of the championship. Of course, next week, first ever IGP Fun race in the brand new Hungaroring. So that's going to be an exciting place to end the championship. The same place where the Lara World Championship finished a few days ago. But, oh, by the way, let me say a very happy birthday to my friend and participant in the Dallara Championship, Matteo Golotti. So yes, happy birthday to him as well. I say as well because 2 days ago we said happy birthday to Michele Costantini, who also is my close friend and also does the Dallara Championship. Yes, they were born 2 days apart from each other and 1 year, of course. But happy birthday to them. They are, you know, these little kids. They are going. I remember when they were still 15, 16, both of them. Now they are next to retirement. But before we go there, Austin, starting grid for tonight.
It started great. Marteau starts up on pole, followed by Felipe Dantas, Max Bartolota, Jerome Lamley right behind him with Gavin Petty, Leonardo Cherry, Max Giacchino, Victor Barris, Samuel Herman, Robert Fye, and Alex Fournier and Tobias Osled in 12th place behind them. They're followed by Andrea Catalini and Joshua Wilson in 14th. Adam Tasman, Lucas Marouk, Robert Maturana, and Julio Policio behind him. Antonio Teles, Andy Flint, Clark Williams, Richard Van Veen, Massimiliano De Laurentiis, and Daryl Governor in 24th. They're followed by Zachary Beeson, Luca Ferrani, Robert Ridgway, Theo Viola, and Bacon Zelinka. I really hope that's his first name.
That's the greatest name in iGPFun history. I'm sorry.
Ryan Barry, Craig Lundy, Stuart Millard, Philip Lucas, Dave Martin, Kuji Haito, and Mark Mathis in 36th. They're followed by Eric Palicio. Zolta Zomotor, Nick Carty, Zach Williams, and Patrick Rollins and Reed Dennis, Simon Fessy, and Ellen Cortacas, Matthew Gracie, U.S. Thatuvets, and Martin Devine and Simon Pancree at the end of our 48-car grid here at Red Bull Ring. And I now want more bacon.
Oh man. You see so many cars. I don't know if Pancree, because he didn't get any qualifying attempt, is starting, but if he doesn't start Devine, look at that, he's in the corner basically, and that's all the way back at the front. That's where we're going to see Marteau, and here come the 5 lights.
It's time to get ready to rumble here at Red Bull Ring as we go green for green. It's a late, delayed start by Marteau. Marteau just slept on the start, and it's immediately Dantas taking the lead, the Brazilian into the lead with Marteau right behind him. Marteau is trying to challenge him around the outside, and they almost make contact. Marteau has to get onto the curb right there, and look at Jerome Lamley. Lamley is into the draft to Marteau and Dantas. Here comes Marteau looking onto the inside of turn 2A. As here comes Lamley looking onto the inside, trying to make it 3 wide as this Dantas and Marteau sending it into turn 2. It's Dantas still sitting in the lead with Marteau right beside him. This is going to be a drag race once again. Marteau is going to have the faster line around the outside from his exit at turn 3, but he's just going to be side by side with Dantas once more. Dantas down to the inside heading into turn 3, and Dantas and Marteau still side by side coming out of turn 3 heading into 4 and 5. And Lamley is just back there watching this fight. Probably has got some popcorn out because this is fantastic. Marteau down the inside and Marteau back into the lead. And now I think we have a sense of calmness at the front. I guess you can call this calm.
I mean, relatively calmness, but Marteau gets back to the lead after a beautiful lap-long fight with Dantas, and Dantas is sure not going to give up easily. Same goes for Jerome Lammy, Max Bartolotta, Gavin Petty, your top 5 as they cross the start-finish line to finish the first out of 31 laps we have in store for you tonight.
Absolutely fantastic battle, and you know, there's only more to come. First lap down, second lap underway here, and you know, we're going on to the draft even more. Dantas in the draft of Marteau and Dantas. This draft train goes on forever. Here's Tobias Oslin looking down to the inside and up for 10th place right now. He's looking around the outside. Now he's switching down to the inside. What a move! And oh no! It had highs and then it has lows right there. Oslin went down there and he almost came off the track. And you know, he got a Teles behind him.
Tony, I think Richard Van Veen, maybe, yeah. Or maybe Andy Flint, even better.
I think it might have been Flint. I think it might have been
I mean, it was a red
he
card.
hit somebody.
So, yeah, he hit somebody.
Hit someone.
Hopefully his car is okay. They're still battling here. Hammer on the side of Roberto. And can he get the job done? I think he can. As Adam Tasma is... ooh, Adam, no. Adam Tasma ruining that precious rear wing. Now, I should know what this is.
I think
and it's escaping me.
Is it the, it looks like the eyes of the side character from Initial D. The manga version.
Yeah, we will investigate.
We will investigate. It's probably not right. As we are looking at Lamley falling away just a little bit from Dances to Marteau. He's got Bartolota right up behind. And, you know, as we're looking at the field out the front, it's, you know, still in this train. And here comes Bartolota looking down to the inside. Max sending it to the max right there. And Bartolota up into third.
Great pass there. Jerome is following closely. Still a bit of a fight in the back. Julio Palacio.
We have multiple drivers down in the field that have overtaken 10-plus cars. Philip Lucas, Eric Policio, Simon Fessy, Martin Gracie, Yes Vet as well joins the 10 overtakes club. So something might have happened back there. As here is Eric. A little shot of him as our leaders come down to the front straight right now. Let's run on board Felipe Dantas.
Yes, as he is absolutely hunting down exact same time for Marteau and Bartolotta. They are both scored as the fastest lap of the race for some reason, even though Marteau was 1,000 of a second faster. As there is a bit of a mistake from... there's someone going off.
Crashed. It's Tobias.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
No replay because we have an attack from Felipe Dantas. Is Marteau defending? Yes, he is. Can he defend? That's a big question.
Oh, he can defend, but, you know, at this point, it's too late of a move to defend as well. Dantas setting up in there to turn 3. We saw this with Max Bartolota heading into turn 3 last lap, and, you know, Marteau, he gave him the space down the inside, and Dantas left him the space around the outside, and that's allowed Marteau to send it back onto the inside. A little bit loose there for Dantas, and that allows Marteau to get back up into the lead here at Red Bull Ring. Beautiful fight and beautiful racing between these two. Dantas is using all the track right there to try to get an advantage up there. And the reason why he got to Marteau is Marteau at the exit of turn 1, he hit that curb. That gave Dantas a little bit more momentum out there because Marteau's car got pretty upset. But look at Dantas' car. It's wiggling just a little bit coming through those last 2 quarters. So he might be dealing with a lower downforce setting than he's used to, or he's not used to this dirty air. So they head into turn 1 again. No curb strike this time, but big curb strike in the back. Bartolota hit the curb after setting the fastest lap of the race, and here comes Lamley.
And Jerome gets the job done easily as in front of them. Felipe thought about it. There is a big crash, and I think I know who that was. Yes, that was that car. Number 7.
Again.
Well, I think he had an off. Yeah, I think he had an off.
Well, he's braking at the curbs and, yeah, just locked up the brakes. Okay, I think that might have been on purpose.
Yes, I think I have this slight suspicion that might have been, let's say, not accidental.
Yeah. It looked like he attempted to slow down, then he felt the car go, then he accelerated. It looked very weird. So I believe Talisman is just like, after that first spin, he's just like, I'm done. I don't want to race here. I know Red Bull Ring's a favorite for some of the drivers' tracks. It's not a favorite for others. It's really fun when you get to race around people. But, you know, when you're on your own. It's just not fun. And so
Did you
I can
hear
understand
that? Felipe is lifting a lot at the end of the straight.
Yes. He believes that he's faster than Marteau, and so he's just waiting for that right time.
Oh, is this the time?
Oh, he's sending it out to the inside. He's going for it off the exit. Oh, that's close off there. Marteau and Dantas wheel to wheel. Marteau's going to get the advantage off the exit right there, but Felipe, I see you.
Oh, this is so close, Austin. Amazing
I am
battle,
loving
side
this.
by side stuff. Now, of course, the inside is for the champion. He's able to defend the position, but Dantas can sneak back on the inside. This is very dangerous proposition. Oof, they both live to tell the tale for now. And here comes Jerome. He's also bringing Max with him, of course, so the top four still very close to each other as the sun is setting behind the beautiful Austrian Alps. A lovely place. I've been here on vacation many years ago, in the previous century, but it's still in my heart. It's a beautiful location.
It absolutely looks beautiful here on iRacing 2, and from what I've seen in real life as well. It's an absolutely beautiful area. This track is just so magnificent. It just fits in to the hillside pretty well. It could do with a little more trees. Dantas, wait, look right there. Oh, that is a risky look by Felipe Dantas. And Lamley, he's joined the fight. We now have a 3-car fight. Lamley believes he can have enough speed. And I'm not going to be surprised if Lamley sneaks one in on Dantas.
Yeah, it seems like...
Oh,
mistake
by
from
Marteau. And Dantas wasn't there to capitalize on it. He went wide too, and here comes Lamley. Lamley looking down to the inside because Max Bartolota is on the attack. Now, he's going to try to hold around to the outside of Lamley. Lamley and Bartolota side by side, wheel to wheel, nut to nut. Oh my gosh, they are aligned to each other, and Lamley getting just ahead after just being absolutely so close side by side with each other. Again, Bartolota going down to the inside once more and sends it into turn 8. What a move by Max Bartolota.
And this gives a bit of breathing room to the top two that can now stretch their legs. So we've seen Felipe go for the big dive every time in the same corner for the past 3 or 4 laps, but it hasn't paid off for him as Roberto is under big pressure from Samuel Ermer. Here comes Samuel on the inside. He has the position and he should be able to keep it, even though he has a poor exit. And here comes Roberto Fei once again. So this battle has been going on for quite a few laps now and doesn't seem like he's going to stop anytime soon, Austin.
Yeah, he's not stopping at all. That attack's still going on. More attacks down the field. Samuel Hermer and Fai go side by side. Fai actually not getting that move. Hermer got the move on Fai. As a few more cars swapping spots right now. Back to Hermer. And yeah, Roberto and Hermer. Ooh, switchback move by Roberto. Got the crossover move and got his wing buried into the gearbox right there, but it's not going to happen off the exit. Hermer is able to stay in 9th place right now. Fai right behind him, followed by Catalini Fournier, Wilson, Baruch, Policio, Martirana, Flint, and Beeson. Lucas Williams, your top 20, well, 10 behind them. Stuart Millen, he's got a little company behind him.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Oh, big crash. Zachary Beeson, that's the front wing off.
We were just watching him. We cut away. What happened?
Oh, he's just lost it on his own. And then, oh, he's just got clipped. Oh no.
That was that must have been looked like Clark Williams. No, it's Clark Williams' car. Yeah. Who seems to be okay, maybe.
Yeah. Clark Williams. It was just as light tap to Clark Williams, but that really dislodged the wing right there. You know, these Formula 3 cars are pretty flimsy.
Marteau now in the last...
Oh, Bartolotta's off the track.
Bartolotta, yes, mistake from Bartolotta. Lemmy back into third place then. Let's see what happened. They were close, but not very close. Was there contact, or was it just a mistake from the Italian driver? It was a mistake, and he went wide, and I have to say, he was very good because he was able to keep the car, you know, stable, and in the end, he only lost one position, and he's still very, very close to his rivals there at the front. So, after 10 laps, Marteau, Dantas, Lamy, Bartolotta, Petty, your top 5. We have a bit of a fight here between Catalani, Fournier and Wilson. As again, for the second or third time in a row, Felipe Dantas gets the fastest lap of the race. He is quick and he has space up his sleeve, Austin, I think.
Absolutely. Quick and fast, and it's just beautiful to watch right there. And Catalini, he's got to get a little bit defensive right there because Alex Fournier, down to the inside, had a great run coming out of turn 1. And he's immediately got that route, but here comes Catalini looking back onto the attack, down to the inside. They're both going to send it right there. And Fournier doesn't leave enough space. And they crash into each other.
Lennart Cherry and Victor Varris side by side for position. Lennart is the black and orange car on the inside. Great driving from Victor.
And great save by O'Cherry. He almost lost it mid-quarter. And O'Cherry, wow. What a opportunity missed right there, but what a save to keep his race going on. They are both driving very gentlemanly right there, very safe around each other.
Now, do you think that Julio Palacio and Eric Palacio are brothers? Or relatives, yes. You know? They're both Americans. They're both racing in the series.
Yes, they are.
They share the same last name.
The coincidences are there to make our assumption that they are related.
If you know,
just like
please let us know.
Always makes the assumption that Philip Russell is George Russell's brother. Catalini and Fournier are in the pits. Oh yeah, they crashed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got me there for a second.
So many things have happened so fast that we forgot about that.
That was a good save, Austin. Already 11 laps gone, 1/3 of the race is in the books.
Yeah, 1/3 of this race in the books. And let me tell you, this book is going to be filled with incidents and storylines as Marteau goes a little bit wide. It kicks up a little bit of dust, and turn 3 is going to be so crazy at the end of this race. It's going to be very dirty on the outside. Speaking of dirty, Monterana and Clark Williams in the incident. That's Roberto. Yeah, he's wedged in there with Clark Williams. Here's what happened. That's Williams on the outside. Roberto sending it onto the inside. Does he get kicked out? Oh, no. They just tap a little bit, and they just get wedged into each other. And that's how you make a Formula V, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not safe for work, Austin. I'm sorry.
Why? You take off the wings, and you take a bit of the engine off.
Austin, we have kids watching. Come on.
They want me. It's just weight reduction.
Felipe Dantas, again, this is his corner, as we say a big thanks to Xiao Liu for subscribing to us on Apex Racing TV. Thanks, and hope you are enjoying the show.
As Felipe Dantas still following Marteau. He's fallen just a little bit more behind. I think the tire wear might be getting to him with that dirty air, because, you know, the tires can get really heated during this track. But, you know, the current conditions right now, I think, are battling that to keep him in that fight. It's currently 30 degrees out there on track, 30 degrees in the air. Partly clouded skies.
Yeah, 30 degrees at iRacing. I love you, but 30 degrees in Styria on the 28th of November at 3:30 in the afternoon, no. I'm sorry.
I call lies.
This is beach weather, and I can tell you right now in Austria, you don't want to go to the beach, you want to go to the mountain to ski. you know?
I would prefer beach weather than skiing. Though I am Texan, so I'm not a fan of the cold at times. So yeah, you know, it would be nice to be watching this race, but for these tires, they're going to get a little bit overheated.
Yeah, you know,
if,
exactly.
Get a little bit of slide going on.
You know, thankfully for the drivers, there is a lot of shade on the track because, you know, being winter time, of course, it gets dark earlier. But still, this is absolutely bonkers temperature. I mean, you know, it's. I cannot explain to you, Austin, since you are not, you know, you are more used to, you know, comparing temperatures, etc., to the area you are familiar with. Therefore, you know, America. I can tell you, as a person that lives in a country neighboring to Austin, has been there a couple of times. This is such a bonkers temperature to have in November. That's, I mean, I am at a loss for words.
I'm used to bonkers. Remember, my entire where I lived was basically bricked from existence for 2 weeks because of a freak snowstorm. So, you know, I've seen some bonkers stuff with temperatures in my life. As Martin Devine following Catalini, Nigerian Catalini. I wanted to say bonkers move, but it was a pretty tame move. Looking in on turn 3, no opportunity there to really make that move work on Matthew Gracie, but he's really closing that gap right there. Look how late he's sensing into these corners after you know, that incident he had with Fournier. Fournier is actually a car ahead of him, so you know, both of them are going to be trying to keep that fight alive.
We have a pretty big contingent of people watching and chatting, you know, SC Wash, we have Chris Rowlands, we have Tim Cox, we have, of course, Lorenzo Del Rio, the team manager of 3D Rap, as one of their drivers. We are seeing him, of course, Catalani.
Yeah,
so thank you.
It's a little bit too deep right there, and he's going to lose that spot to Gracie again, and Catalini is just has to be shaking his head, but he has to go back onto the aggressive again, looking down to the inside. Here comes Catalini, sending it into turn 3, and look behind him. Devine was enjoying that party, and you know, Martin Devine up 19 spots from last place after Hermer and O'Cherry are playing it so safe, but so risky at the same time with each other. But yeah, Devine up 19 spots, not the biggest mover though. It's Simon Fessi up 26 spots where he started.
And this battle is crazy. He's bringing back Roberto and Joshua. Here comes Roberto. Will he make it 3 wide? That's a bit risky proposition, Austin. Oh dear,
he's going to risk it.
Nice.
O'Cherry's on the inside as well. They're 3 wide right now, and it's Roberto on the outside, Hermer in the middle, and O'Cherry down to the inside. O'Cherry gets onto the brakes. Hermer sends it up onto the inside, and Hermer's going to lead the fight heading out of turn 2 and heading into turn 3, but here comes Roberto in the fight for 8th. He's going to be forced to go onto the outside. Hermer's taking it defensive. Side by side they go, heading into turn 3 right now. Late onto the brakes, they both go. Hermer's not giving him an inch of room to work on. He's forcing him out into the gravel to use those outside curves, which have been dirtied up throughout the race. And Roberto, big send heading into turn 4, and it's Roberto on Hermer. And Roberto's got the move made, but he hasn't signed the deal yet. Hermer is right there. Hermer on the gearbox. Roberto's got the lead right now. Roberto going defensive, heading into the final 2 corners, but here comes Hermer. Hermer has a good run. Roberto's going to have to go off the line right now. Hermer get him good onto the good switchback right now. They are both going off the track right there, but it's still on track with this new off-track. Oh, Hermer says hello. Yeah, I want to get past you, and you know, he's getting his opportunity to look at those teeth in that rearview camera mirror as Samuel Hermer sends it onto the inside, heading into turn 1, and the saga continues with them for another lap. Hermer's got the spot now, but here comes Roberto once more. Roberto not leaving Hermer any bit of space. He's actually kicking him a little bit of grass right now. And O'Cherry's back there, and again, everybody's kicking up the grass. Everybody's kicking up the dirt. And this is absolutely fantastic fighting. Roberto around to the outside. Hermer once again down to the inside. They almost touched on the exit, and it's going to be Hermer leading out. Roberto getting onto the onto the curves once more. This is an absolutely fantastic fight, and I don't want to stop because they're still side by side.
Also, we have Lamy coming back with Bartolotta for third place. We'll switch there in a second, but these guys with Joshua Wilson also enjoying this fantastic fight, and thanks to other people that are subscribing, like of course our friend Mohamed Boualeg, and Ivan also is joining us. I mean, hopefully you're enjoying the show. Thank you for jumping on board with us, and this is the regular Sunday night excitement that we have on IGP Fun. It is absolutely crazy. Let's switch to the fight for third. In the meantime, I mean, Felipe keeps on getting fastest laps of the race, but the gap is increasing somehow. I don't know how that works. I'm sure the mathematicians out there will help me. And here we go. Leonard on the inside of Roberto gets the job done, up into 9th. Back to the fight for 3rd. Max stays put. Here comes the other Max, Giacchino, with Victor Barris. They also stay put. Let's see this trio here, because I'm expecting some more fireworks. Look at Hermer has pulled away already.
Yeah, Hermer pulled away from this fight. It's an absolutely glorious fight. You know,
Austin, where are you?
I am right here. The chat told me that my microphone was a little bit too loud. I dropped by 5%.
Yeah, now you are basically talking behind, you know, from under the bed sheet or something.
Thank you, chat. I'm never going to listen to you again.
Yes, please go back to where you were before, Austin. Thank you. As the gap
I just took that.
The gap at the front is... You know, guys, Austin has a tendency to go and grab Dr. Pepper or Coke during the broadcast. That's why I was worried.
No, I didn't move my face at all. I just moved the slider down.
And another fastest lap of the race.
Another fastest lap of the race by Dante.
You are still incredibly quiet, Austin. This is beautiful. I love that we are live and we are doing troubleshooting. Jerome Lamy, Max Bartolotta, 3rd and 4th. Max Giacchino, Victor Barris. And then, of course, we have Roberto with Leonard and Joshua. Other fight in the back, Simon Fessy and Stuart Mill. Eric Palacio, Robert Ridgway. And Daryl Goved, Derzo Motor. Alex Fournier on the comeback trail. So many things still in store for us as we head into the second half of this race. Here comes Victor on Max.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, I love you. Perfect.
Hey.
Never change it again.
I've deleted that program from my computer. Barris looking out to the inside, and Giacchino holding around to the outside. Giacchino looking for that switchback as Victor Barris able to get it up in there to 6th place. Great move heading into turn 3.
I missed your voice, Austin, you know?
Aww. It's Joshua Wilson, who, you know, reported by Tim Cox earlier, apparently took a bunch of painkillers as he was in a lot of pain and is still racing heading into this race. He took painkillers, and, you know, he's up there in 11th right now. Joshua Wilson putting some pressure on Cherry. Cherry getting pushed out a little bit wide. Ooh, fastest lap for QT Marteau. Up there in the lead, 1:24.725.
Clipping that curb, going all the way to the outside as the sun glares into your face, and then it's thankfully obstructed by the grandstand there on the left, and back here in turn 1 with Wilson using all of the space on entrance to get the best exit possible, Austin. But Leonard seems to be okay, and same with Samuel earlier. Now Roberto has also pulled away from this fight, as I think I don't want to jinx him because he's had some trouble in the past, especially to be consistent, but today is a very good race, and we had a big crash in the back.
Yeah, big crash in the background. Let's get a replay of that right now. It's Philip Lucas heading into turn 1. Is this a curb strike, and then does it get stranded? Yep, curb strike. It's down to the inside. It's not that big as we thought. Could have been bigger. And here is Luca Ferrari and Mark Mathis side by side.
Careful there.
Mark.
No, that's a lapped car behind them. Oh, thank you, Grey Pose. You are the man. Thank you. I don't know if we ever had a donation live. I'm almost reduced to tears. Thank you so much. Oh man.
I've seen a few donations, but here's the drink. You know, we'll use that to refresh my vocal cords for the next commentary. Those moments are just so fantastic. And speaking of fantastic moments, we got this fantastic fight up in the lead, and there's also another fight between lapped cars ahead of them.
Now, tell me this isn't the best series ever. We have the best drivers, the best fun, and the best fans. I mean, this is absolutely fantastic.
And the best commentary.
I cannot say that because, you know, that would be loading
Chat
myself.
has said it. Chat has said it.
I can vouch for you. I cannot really vouch for myself. That would be excessive as Victor goes a bit wide, a bit of low mowing. Max isn't close enough to profit from that mistake. Situation at the front, let's look at that, because lap times are interesting as they have a couple of lapped cars, quick lapped cars to deal with now, the two leaders. But you can see steady, even if not spectacular, sometimes gains from Felipe. Let's see this time as they go across the start-finish straight for the 21st time. And it's a good gain of 1/10 of a second, but now of course these lapped cars could play a part, and the time delta, as you can see, gap is clearly decreasing. So let's see what we have now. It's Fabio Viola and Zachary Bison, I think, the two cars in front of the leaders.
Yeah, a little bit of lockup right there. They're gonna have to get out of the way. Marteau is right there, and he's going to get a little bit of a tow heading down the straight. It's going to be allowing it's going to be hurting Dantas more, and now there's going to be more traffic there, and you know, the last car has to get out of the way for both these two leaders, or else it's going to really separate that lead. And yes, they do get out of the way. If Dantas needs to get pushing right now, if he has to stay within that tow and continue to stay pushing on Marteau.
Seems like Marteau has a bit more confidence in the lap traffic. He gained a bit there, not much, but certainly enough to create just a bit of separation between himself and Felipe as we head into lap number 22 of this race. Jerome Lamy is in the bit of, you know, middle of nowhere right now. 4 seconds back, he's got 1.5 over Max. Then it's Gavin Petty with Victor Varris and Max Giacchino. Samuel Elmer is in 8th place, and then we have this trio. They are coming back together. Roberto was able to pull away from Leonard and Joshua, but now they are once again back together. And unfortunately, Andrea Catalani, we were having a lot of fun with him earlier. I think he has had to go back to the pits for a problem. Let's see. Oh, big curb strike.
Oof. Oof, oof. That curb strike absolutely is going to wreck your day right there, and wreck your car. As O'Cherry, here comes Joshua Wilson for 10th place, looking onto the outside right now. O'Cherry's down to the inside. Wilson out wide. He's going for that switchback opportunity. Look at the run by Wilson. Wilson storming down O'Cherry. O'Cherry dives to the inside of the track. Wilson had to actually lift off right there. He followed him down to the inside. And he didn't want to be on the outside heading into turn 3 because he gets to get pushed wider. We're going to be seeing another switchback by Joshua Wilson opportunity. O'Cherry down to the inside and back into 10th place.
We had a problem for Max Bartolotta. He went a bit into the grass. He was able to keep his position, but he lost contact. He was gaining a bit on Jerome. Now he has lost again. A little bit of a gap he was able to reduce, and now he's back into the sights of not really the sights of Gavin Petty, but still a dangerous position. Let's see that. I think at the downhill braking area, Austin, he went a bit too deep.
Yeah, second mistake we've seen from Max Bartolotta. We saw it earlier with him chasing down Marteau, and it's the same exact incident. It's exactly the same. Turn 3 is Max Bartolotta's kryptonite. It's the second time we've seen him go a little bit wide. And this is Luca Verani. What's happened right? Oh, big lockup heading into turn 3. And you know, this is the same corner and type of incident where where Valtteri Bottas called his Mercedes a lawnmower.
And look at that, with that lap traffic action, Marteau was able to build a sizable gap of 1.3 seconds over Felipe. Let's go on board with Joshua for a bit.
Yeah, Joshua's been pushing hard. Up 3 spots since the start, and you know, the top 10 really hasn't moved a lot. The biggest, well, the biggest driver that has moved spots was O'Cherry, and unfortunately it's backwards, back 4 spots, but everyone's like, Lamley's moved up 1, Bartolota down 1, Barris up 2, Hermer up 1, Faye up 1, O'Cherry down 4, and you know, the top 10 has been really locked solid today. And then everyone behind him has just been absolute chaos with how the race has been going. There's a lot of green numbers, then there's a lot of red. I believe we can show the positions gained and lost.
We absolutely can, Austin. There they are.
Yeah, you can see that big 28 right there. Simone Fessi sitting in 15th right now, on his own. So I believe that will be, unless something happens in front of him, you know, it's going to be cruise, smooth sailing, heading to the finish right now. But just look at the lead that Marteau has on the rest of the field. And he's pulled out on Dantas, 1.3 seconds as Phi and O'Cherry no sail with each other as Wilson falls off the back of this fight.
Leonard is still trying to find, you know, I like how it's ebbing and flowing between these three drivers. So now it's Roberto and Leonard that are close together, and Joshua is, you know, losing a bit of touch with them. Maybe especially we were talking about his issues that he was having, you know, having to take painkillers and such. So of course a great effort nonetheless with his 11th place, and he's still in the hunt for the top 10. Quite clearly he has a good chance of making it, so it's not out of the question that he gets it. As we look a bit further behind, we have Alex Fournier. Oh no, we can't look behind because Jerome Lamy has spun from 3rd place.
Oh no, that is so unfortunate for Lamley right there. Jerome Lamley, big spin, and that's allowed Bartolota back out in front of him. And this is what happened at turn 2. Hard onto the brakes, he's hit that inside curve. Too much mustard off the. He's a big lockup right there, and that is downhill for Lamley, down into 4th place, and that is right in front of Gavin Petty. Gavin Petty, he wants that 4th spot. He's been pushing really hard, and now we're going to have a fight for 4th between these two. Behind him, O'Cherry and Roberto. Roberto around the outside, and Roberto's got the better run. Roberto stays in, Roberto stays in 9th place. And look at Wilson.
Nice line there from Joshua. Creative line. Here comes Leonard on the inside once again. Oh, this is such a tricky corner to make the pass. Ooh, that was brave.
Oh, that's a risky move right there, but O'Cherry up in a 9th now. Beautiful move. And Wilson, after doing a little bit of rock gardening, he's back on the attack.
Oh!
And Wilson. How did he not hit him?
I have no idea.
Oh, the PDR Sith board must be tapping into the power of the dark side right there to avoid any bit of netcode at all. How did he not hit him? I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I'm watching the YouTube replay. That is insane.
Honestly, I thought that was a given that they were going to collide. But anyways, here comes once again Roberto on the outside. He likes that in this corner. It's very slippery. Great run, that's fantastic. Still side by side.
Roberto's gonna have the speed. He's gonna have the speed. He's gonna have the inside line. Here comes Joshua into the fight as well. Joshua Wilson making it 3 wide out of the corner. Here we go. Who's going to be the last late breakers? Who's going to have the power of the dark side with them? It's going to be Roberto Fai leading into the corner. Joshua right behind him as well. As here is Joe Cherry in 11th place at the back of the fight. And Joshua to get down to the inside. Cherry almost gets into the back, but right there, very active move by Cherry. Joshua Wilson holding that inside lane. He's boxed Cherry in on the outside. Roberto is going to run away. Oh, there's a little bit of touch right there. Cherry and Wilson making a little bit of tap. And that forces, I believe, both of them over the curb right there. And I think Joshua Wilson might have had a little bit of contact right there. And I don't know why, but that back right wheel looks a little bit wobbly.
Austin, I think that too much, too much Budweiser during his daily tailgate before the football.
I don't drink alcohol.
Side by side once again. How are they surviving? This is incredible
also
stuff.
rocket by Wilson too. This
man.
is an amazing fight. And Roberto says, y'all keep fighting. I'm getting out of here. Because they've been side by side, 3 wide, almost touching again. How did they not touch? And how do they not have damage from that? This is absolute beautiful driving by all 3 of these drivers.
And just like that, we are on lap 28 of 31. We had so much fun all over the field. I am so hoping that Joshua, Leonard and Roberto can see the checkered flag safely because they deserve it. We know how these things end usually, so let's hope for the best because they are giving us a fantastic fight to bring us to the end of the race.
The chat's absolutely loving this fight, and it is beautiful right now. And oh no, Joshua Wilson goes a little bit wide. He clipped the curb, and he's in the wall.
And I think
all good things must come to the end.
I think that was my fault.
Yes, it was. They were.
It was amazing.
They were so close. That was awesome. Oh no. Right on board of Alex Fournier, chasing down Robert Ridgway, heading into turn 1. And like I said, turn 1 was it was going to be a big talking point. Just dip the wheel onto the outside curves, and we saw that incident as Fournier looking up onto the inside, heading into turn 2, as Robert Ridgway takes the really long outside corner. But now Ridgway's going to have a run on Fournier.
It's like the nature of this racetrack, Austin. No, you can attack in a corner, but you have to defend in the next one. The battles are so long and so nice because you can... Not at the same levels of Hockenheim, where you can basically go side by side for the full lap, but here you can make it work. Now we have the final 2 corners here, which are very tricky to do side by side, but it can be done, as the drivers have showed us tonight. And Fournier, of course, on the comeback trail after that crash earlier, now up into 16th, is -5 from his starting position. Our leader, Thiago Marteau, is almost sure of bringing home another championship. We'll wait for the official confirmation, of course, from the officials of the championship, and we'll probably give you an answer next week. But it's looking good for him. As we start lap number 30, 2 laps to go here at the Red Bull Ring. Next week, of course, we'll be heading for the final race of the season in the brand new, at least on iRacing, Hungaroring. As here we go, lap number 30 starts right now. Marteau from Dantas, from Bartolotto. Top 3 seem to be pretty much set in stone, but we still have a lot of positions open for battle. Cherry and Maruk, and then we have Robert Ridgway here. He's fighting with Fournier. We saw that earlier. What a fantastic racetrack, and what a way to end our Sunday. It's not the end of our Sunday night, because of course for the night owls slash American viewers slash people with no social life, we have CKT, of course, Colorado Karting Tour, which is coming back for the first round of the championship tonight.
Yeah, Colorado Karting Tour, an absolutely brilliant series, and it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful race over there, featuring a lot of young talent from the Colorado Karting Series. So, you know, if you're going to be up out there, join us live, or you know, you can always subscribe and ring that bell on Apex Racing TV, and you know, you got some racing content to wake up to. I think that's the first time ever in my 400 broadcasts of Apex Racing TV that I actually said subscribe to Apex Racing TV. White flag in the air by Thiago Marteau. Something happened to Robert Ridgway.
Yeah, I think he got emotional and made a mistake when you announced to please subscribe.
Ooh. Oh, this is exactly the same as Joshua Wilson, and he's kept it out. It's just a light tap to the wall. He's kept it out of a big hit right there.
Cameras on our leader, on our champion-elect, our defending champion, Thiago Marteau. He is looking very, very good for another race victory, another championship. Just half of the final lap left for him. It was a valiant effort from Felipe Dantas, who had the faster car at the beginning of the race, but great defending from the champion when Felipe went for it 2 or 3 times in a row, and then through the traffic finally that was the moment where Thiago was able to pull away and seal another victory. It was a bit of a sketchy first half of the season for him, for his standards, because he still won races in the beginning of the season, but in the second half he has been almost perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember at the start of the season, we thought this wasn't going to be Marteau's season, and then pretty much halfway, he just locked it down and ran away with it, just like he did today. He takes another win here in Austria. Thiago Marteau. Dantas comes home in second place. Max Bartolotto comes home in third. We're watching the battle for seventh right now. Giacchino and Samuel Hermer nose to tail with each other, and it's going to be Giacchino in seventh, Hermer in eighth place. Roberto Fai and Leonardo Cherry, you know, 2 of the 3 competitors in that bonkers fight that we saw. Beautiful race between them, as everybody, I feel like, is going to be well deserving of a little bit of a laydown after this one. Daryl Governor, he's on the attack right now. He's not looking for a laydown. He's attacking Robert Ridgway. Ridgway going a little bit wide after that spin he had earlier. Governor looking to make that 21st a 20th right now. Is he going to get a little bit aggressive in these final 2 corners? Oh, he's really sending it. Ridgway better watch out, because Governor looking for a big attack, but it's not going to be enough. Ridgway comes home in 20th. Governor comes home in 21st.
Okay, so I think that's everyone home safe and sound, Austin. Therefore, we can go through the final results for tonight's action here at the Red Bull Ring. What a fantastic race. Once again, iGPFun always delivers on a Sunday night. And now, as if by magic, we are at night. It will become day once again, thanks to our fantastic B-roll produced by the guys behind the scene. Of course, that really help us. Andy Taylor and the rest of the guys. Fantastic stuff from them. And let's go with the results then. There they are on your screen right now. Winner was Thiago Marteau in front of Felipe Dantas and Max Bartolotto, Jerome Lamy, Gavin Petty, Victor Varys, Max Giacchino, Samuel Hermer, Roberto Fai, and Leonard Cherry. Your top 10: Lucas Marouk, Julio Palacio, Andy Flint, Simon Fessy, Stuart Milne, Alex Fournier, Richard Van Veen, and Mark Mathis. Then in P19 we had Zoltan Zomotor and then Robert Ridgway in 20th. Eric Palacio in front of Daryl Govender, Martin Devine and Luca Varanian. Off day for him. Zachary Bison, Fabio Viola, Matthew Gracie and Patrick Rowlands. Your top 28, top 30 was closed by Elvin Cortecas and Antonio Tony Jimenez Teyes. Then we have Reed Dennis, Ryan Berry, Roberto Baltrona, Joshua Wilson and Massimo De Laurentiis. Andrea Catrani, Filip Lucas, Bacon Zelenka, Adam Talman, and Jacques Willems. Then we had Clark Williams, Tobias Olsson, Yves Tovet, Nick Carty, Craig Landy, Dave Martin, Ito-san, Koji Ito in 47th. And last, not taking the start of the race, was Simone Pancri. What a nice race tonight. Let's have a little bit of a chat, if you want, about what can we expect from the Hungaroring.
Well, Hungaroring is going to be a completely different beast compared to Red Bull Ring. Red Bull Ring, such high speeds, very tight corners, perfect for overtaking. Hungaroring going to be a lot different on how we're going to be watching this fight from start to finish. And it's not a lot of drivers' favorite tracks, but it's going to be the one that's going to be, if you lock down this track, we might see a few people up there that we're not used to.
Yes, and that's always with the new tracks. We will see who can adapt it better to it. And let me tell you also, before we go, a big shout out to our sponsors, SDK Gaming, VRS, and Apex Racing Academy. Speaking of SDK Gaming, I suggest you to tune in on the Friday night race of the Prototype Championship, because we have a brand new feature that I just saw, and I don't think that Austin knows it.
Oh, I saw
That's
it.
Going to make things even better for multi-class racing. So
it's gonna look good.
Thanks to all of our sponsors, thank you to iGPFun, and most of all, thanks to you, the viewers, for joining us in this Sunday night extravaganza. Austin, take it away.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here for the iGPFun Formula 3 series presented by Virtual Racing School. One more round is left, as the race from Red Bull Ring was fantastic and is over. Thank you all for watching. I've been joined by Marco Barbonera, and I'm Austin Knight, and I hope y'all have a good night.